Yeah, that's POV. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Huh?
POV kilos in my mind back. Take Amtrak down south.
Yo.
My goodness has ponytails tied back.
We bite.
Hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They
Yeah.
I despise that. I create content and they tries that. Run these Jews, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists. Where's my prize at? 60-day stars and 20-year thousandaires. Not enough shot.
I love that, man.
Huh? It's the number one podcast in the world.
Yes, sir.
For sure, the number one podcast in Missouri.
Yes, stay the
Hands
course.
down, the number one podcast in Southwest Missouri.
Yes, sir.
You already know it's your boy Big.tow.
And you know who I am, Stanley.
Come on, man.
Y'all know it.
Get him out of here, huh? Come on, Stan. How we feeling, man?
Man, sipping on some coffee this morning.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day in the Ozarks.
Come on, man.
Sunny outside.
Come on, man.
You see people out walking their dogs.
Yup.
Ah, man, it's beautiful right now.
Go-
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yep,
Man,
people out
hey,
here.
shoot.
Yes.
January 1st, 2026.
I know, man.
Huh?
New year. Yes, sir.
It's a new year, man.
Man.
Did you see, like, did you stay woke to midnight?
To like, you gonna laugh. I
Yeah.
was on the old school tip. I stayed awake till maybe like midnight,
Yeah.
01. Closed my eyes. I said, I'm out, bro.
Dog, I was asleep at 10. I'm not gonna lie. I was asleep at 10, and then like I remember myself. So like I always like to see like the New York ball drop or whatever.
Yeah.
Pause. That sounds crazy when you say it out loud. And it was like 10. It was like 10:30, and I got excited at 10. I was like, oh, I gotta look at. But then I thought like New York only an hour ahead of us.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I got like 30 minutes, and I went on the YouTube. I literally woke up at like 4 a.m. and my phone was on the YouTube. I didn't see it. I feel old now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the bed at 10 o'clock on New Year's, bro. Like, people outside getting crazy lit. I'm in the house, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but we lived those days. I know I was in the house with my daughters, man, and my wife. Had a little company over, had one of her friends over. So we went to the movies, went to go watch Zootopia 2.
Okay.
Then went back to the crib, man. Had maybe a couple drinks, whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
Man, just chill. This is a chill night, man.
Chill night, bro. I like staying inside, bro. I'm a homebody. I always say, like, I didn't get the full college experience going to, what you're going to Evangel. Like, you can't go crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? So I always say, like, and me and my boy Trey will be like, man, like, what life would have been like to come home and like have parties in your like dorm or whatever. But I'm like, it would have been nice for a little while, but I'm a homebody, bro. I like being safe at the house, controlled environment. You know what I mean? Like, no disrespect to people that want to go turn up for New Year's, but yeah, that ain't my vibe. You know what I'm saying? I like being in the
I haven't
house.
turned up on New Year's and went out and like what? 41. Sheesh. Bro.
But wow.
Wow. It's been like I would say at least about maybe 7 to 8 years, maybe something like that. Just turning up, just going outside, walking downtown. I remember I did do it one. So going to college out here, I know I did go to a few. I went to a few ones downtowns and whatever and this and that stuff. But like, I always just appreciate just being at the crib, just chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, watching college football.
Oh, for
like
sure.
That.
Yeah.
Yesterday I watched the Ohio State Miami game. So we did
Yeah, bro,
that.
I've been lacking, bro. I really ain't been watching a lot of live sports, bro.
What?
I just been kind of in my own just high school world, like the basketball world.
I've been going back and forth on all of it, bro.
Really?
So yeah. So
I mean, I try to tap
it.
into the guys like Iowa, make sure most state doing what they doing, and
Yeah.
if I know somebody else, like I know I got a couple guys at SIU. I try to stay tapped into those scores, and I really look at more box scores than I'd look at like game wise. Like Kel, man. Shout out to Kel. He been like starting, playing a lot of minutes. I looked, he's played the second most minutes on the team. So that's crazy. He really getting to it.
You know, the cool thing about it is just the fact of he came into this season and people I don't know if unless you follow the team and follow Iowa, you wouldn't know Kale didn't start in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah.
Like Kale had to once again go through, earn his minutes, find his spot on the team. And I really believe he found it from the defensive end again.
Yeah.
As far as being able to guard those athletic guards. And now they moved up a level from Drake to now they're a power 5 at Iowa. And it's like, man, it's really cool to see him still have that mindset of I'm out here trying to prove myself every day. It's a new day to update your resume.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
People, I don't know if people really understand the toughness of updating your resume in front of your coach daily to say, hey, you need me out there in this court.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what we talk about all the time. Like, make it hard for your coach to keep you off the floor, and that's what he's definitely like. It's cool to see, like, especially like people talking about, oh, he wasn't, he necessarily wasn't a Power 5 guy. Now he's doing it at the Power 5 level, second most minutes on the team. Yeah. They are ranked, I want to say 24 at this point of the season. Yeah. And then now they're getting into like that true conference battle. Like every night's gonna be a test. I want to say they got UCLA coming up the next battle. I don't know when. Yeah,
that's gonna be a non-conference game. Yeah. That's gonna be a good. That's still gonna be a good one. Then they got to go into the Big Ten conference season where you're going up against Michigan State, Purdue, Nebraska's having a tough year this year. Like it's good, man. So I can't complain.
Maryland's not in the Big Ten, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so they beat Maryland, so they started off conference good. They got that win against Maryland.
And they lost. They dropped one to Michigan State. I watched that one live. That's a tough one. Michigan State's good,
especially at Michigan State. That's just a tough place to play. But yeah, man. So I mean, some clearinghouse things. You ever make like a New Year's resolution? Like you have some things you like. I'm not really big on that, but do you have anything going to 26? You like, this is what I'm standing on this year?
I would say, so you know what it is, honestly, I think it all goes back to discipline.
Okay.
I really believe that it all goes back to discipline in the aspect of, are you going to discipline yourself to be able to follow the path that you want to be on, or are you going to kind of get off course, get lazy, relax, and think you got it already? Just because I can speak for myself. I know coaching, training, and really, really pouring into like the lives of my daughters because they're in sports now and stuff like that. Like you can get a little complacent at times and find yourself like, man, I've already achieved this and that. But like, especially just for me, even especially for this year, it's like, man, like I don't want to fall back on like my resume. I want to update my resume even more. Like, I want to keep getting better and better and better at the craft. So obviously, like my hacks is like what I say, man, watching basketball, studying basketball, pausing it, seeing when I see people make adjustments. Like if anyone ever came to the house and watched me, or they know around my daughters, whatever, like I'm pausing the film, telling them, hey, look, this is what they're doing right here. This is their adjustment.
That's good.
So like, that's just for me. Like I'm just consistently just trying to find a way to keep getting better, just because I know when you come into the new year, it's not the same if you bring in the same habits unless they were good habits or you're trying to update your habits. So I definitely want to come into this year just updating the habits, updating my resume, keep getting better. What about you?
That's real. I got some things. I'm big on like I said, not necessarily making it like a resolution. I got some things that I want to change in my life that I'm not gonna say out loud. You know what I'm saying? Amen. Like not because I'm scared to be held accountable, but I like the saying of like, stop talking about it so much. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be on that this year. Definitely some things lifestyle-wise that I want to change. Should I go ahead and say it? Like, I want to lose weight this year, Hey! Like, I want to get the body moving. I followed this guy on Instagram. He has a New York accent. I'm guessing he's from, like, that East Coast, New Jersey up there. Yeah. But he says, like, the movement is medicine. And so, like, I kind of been lacking on that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, been naive and just obviously playing football. So like I used to tell people like, bro, I call me fat and all that good stuff, but I'm big for a reason. Like I got a scholarship because I was big. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, way past my playing days now. My body don't ache from football no more. Like it's time to get my body moving again. And I just see pictures like the picture. You shout out my boy Stan. Obviously, we gonna get into our blue and gold recap.
Oh, you saw that?
my boy, dude. That day was so cool, man. Such a this fun day of being around y'all, being able to help y'all, watch y'all win that championship. And I look at like my body there. Obviously, you see the dreads are shorter. Like my dreads are way longer, but like my body is bigger too. My body is bigger. I don't look the same that I used to look back in like when I left college. And I don't get me wrong. Like I don't have self. I don't like hate the way I look. It's just more that I hadn't paid attention to it. So like I guess I said I wasn't gonna say it out loud, but yeah, that's what I want. I want to get my body moving. I want to start eating better this year.
Well, and speaking of that, so I keep it real with you, and I'll attend to the body part just because that was something that I made sure that I paid attention to. So give you a quick story. So I had tore my Achilles, right? So tear your Achilles and you gotta go through the whole process. Right now I'm on month 6 of rehab. I'm jogging. I actually had PT yesterday, man, destroyed me. Man. I'm sore still, like right now. Like just it's tough. But what I figured out going through my PT was they were telling me is like, because I had lost a lot of weight going through the surgery and stuff. I lost about like maybe 17, 19 pounds, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking to guy that's doing my PT, and they're like, man, like, you know, you got to get that weight back on in a healthy way. Obviously, eating a gram of protein per your body weight and stuff. And like, that was something that I focused on right in the smack dab in the middle of it. Consciously, it's like, hey, you know what, man, you got to make sure you get back on your game. You don't want to be just skinny, just cold, just walk around. Like, you want to add something to you.
Sure.
So like, since then, since I've torn the Achilles, I've gained back at least about 22, 25 pounds.
Okay, yeah.
Been in the gym, like 5 a.m. in the mornings, lifting. This
trying
morning,
to turn it into muscle, right?
Trying to turn it into muscle. So like, when you talk about the weight journey, it's like, bro, I'm in this, like,
Same
I'm trying
boat.
to get,
Same
heck
boat.
yeah.
And bro, I had to realize that, bro, because always being bigger, I never really paid it, like, people, it could be two sides of the spectrum. It could be like, I'm big and I want to lose weight. And it could also be like, I hate the way I look. Not that I hate the way I look, but I would like to look stronger. Yeah. Because I'm always thinking, like, obviously, I'm on the other side. So I'm thinking, like, man, you should love being skinny. But some people like, man, I hate how bony, you know, scrawny I look.
That was me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like me. It's like, I hate how big I am. And sometimes my shirt get a little tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, little stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm moving, 2026. I'm going to get the body movement, watch what I'm eating this year.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, try to get the greens, broccoli, all that good stuff.
I know.
Strictly water, I don't drink a lot of sugary stuff. Like, I'm not a big candy guy.
Same here. I don't
so it's just literally like the beef and like the fast food and chicken nuggets and all that good stuff. So like, definitely, gonna switch it up a little bit this year. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm going towards it. So hey, I hear you. I ain't even mad at you, man. So,
man.
Hey, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk, because we had a great pink and white, blue and gold. Where you want to start with? Which one you want to start with?
Let's start with the ladies.
Yeah,
ladies first, man.
Let's start with ladies. You did say you was gonna make an effort this year to go and watch more games, girl games, and I can say this. I've been at a lot of them and been texting you, and you've been at the games.
I've been pulling up, ladies. Definitely, ladies, please, if you. I was gonna put this on my story. If you out there hooping and I'm pulling up, because I got my couple squads that I'm gonna rotate through. So if you out there, you like Big Toe, I'm out here doing my thing too. Come, let me know. I'll pull up on you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But definitely starting off with the pink and white. I guess we can start off with the Kickapoo's bracket. They played. Pull it up. Let's do it. They played Logan Rogersville in the championship. I want to say, let's see what bracket that was. I want to say that was the pink division. I could be wrong.
You are.
Let me see.
It is I think they're Rogers. So you said Kickapoo and Rogersville. They're the white division.
Okay, so they were in the white division.
Yep, we got it.
And then, like I said, ended up playing Rogersville in the championship. It was a good battle. I think Miss Buckman kind of struggled early on. In that game. Were you there?
I did not make it to that one, but I'm mad that I did not make it.
I got you. It was a good battle up and down. I think that was the determining factor. Now Miss Buckman kind of got going in the second half, but I think them guards from Kickapoo, once they got comfortable inside the game, it was kind of this.
Their guard depth is so. I mean, just the guard depth at Kickapoo and on the wing, like let's just say this now. Because I watched other games where Kickapoo played in the tournament. I watched 2 other games they played in that tournament and watched them earlier this season. Let me say this right now. Josie is playing at an all-state level. That's that girl is. Shout out to you, Josie.
Yes.
She's going to work.
For sure.
Anaya's going to work this year. She's playing at an all-state level as well.
Yeah. Both the Anayas. Yeah.
Both the
Anayas. Yeah.
And
we got to shout out Anaya. What's Zay? Is her last name Zay's sister, Anaya.
You talking about Anaya Perry.
Anaya Perry. We got to shout her out. Got the Evangel offer.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Her and her sister.
Yep. I seen Maddie talking to her after the semifinal game, and I was telling Twin, I was like, look, I was just saying, like, come on to the Palace, and then she posted that offer yesterday, so I was super excited about that. Anaya, come on home. Come on home. Don't run. Come on home.
Bro, Kickapoo's been looking good this year. They've been balling out. Their depth. Lexi's done a really, really good job down low with them.
Sure.
She can score on the inside, outside, good touch, man.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, man, I think Leslie, people don't give credit to coaches at times, but let me say this right now. Leslie, you can coach.
No, for real.
She can coach.
For real. Like, bro, like I get a lot of times people say, like, just because they most of the time are the most talented team. you know, they should win a lot of games.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when they get in them tough battles, based off how what they do matchup wise is important. And like I told you, that was what I was curious of. What would Kickapoo do with Rogersville length? Pause.
Yeah.
I feel like Miss Buckman and then the big down there, I think it's Reagan, right?
Reagan, yep.
Yep. They are really talented around the block. And I was wondering, were they going to double the block? And they didn't. No. Right? And it was a lot of times Rogersville would run a lot of off-ball screens and then get they big on guards, right? Because really the only big Kickapoo have truly is Lexi,
yep.
right? And then unfortunately, Lexi ended up going down, I want to say right around the end of the first quarter or the second quarter.
Rolled her ankle in the
rolled her ankle. She ended up coming back in the second half, which was huge. I'm glad to see that.
Amen.
But they were staying true to like not doubling the block. Like they were guarding Reagan like straight up. Same thing with Haley. Like they wasn't really blitzing Haley because she likes to get downhill. They wasn't blitzing her on her ball handles.
There's one girl in front, and that's the show that attests to obviously coaching, but also it attests to is just the fact of like Kickapoo. They just have players at every position that can guard.
Anaya and that whole little group, dog. When they are guarding, it's like personal.
Yeah,
like you can see it. It's like I'm here to guard you, bro.
Yeah.
Like I think they put more on the defensive end than they do to the offensive end. Yeah. Because they play so well offensively that it ain't gotta be like sometimes you see in the boys games like pretty much every set is ran for one person. It ain't gotta be that for them. No. Like they move the ball well on offensively. I think that defensively they all made a like a agrees to each other like we gonna guard no matter what.
And you know that's why I said Josie's playing at an all-state level in the aspect of she's running point guard in the team. Everyone's eating.
Yeah.
It's distributed wealth out here. You see Anaya get a few of them. You see Lexi get a few of them. You see Mari get a few of them. You see every player in her team, they're getting some. She's pushing it ahead, running the tempo, passing it ahead, finding open players. And it's like, man, like to me, it's refreshing to see. I won't say she's always a pass first guard, but she puts pressure on the defense with her passing and puts pressure on the defense with her speed. So.
Yeah, and I see it. You see it a lot of times coming off ball screens with her. Like you won't necessarily you like they sometimes she gets her buckets off sometimes because of how well a distributor she is. Like I remember it was a couple times she came off ball like a DH and the they would drop under. But they would be more worried about the person diving to the basket than her coming out the ball screen. It's like, okay, that's fine. You're going to pick that read. I'm going to pull up for this midi and get the buck. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to them. Shout out to Raj. They had a really good tournament.
Of course. I thought they had a great tournament.
Yeah, I just think obviously 4-day tournament. I factor that into the legs a little bit. You only get 1 day off. You only get 1 day off in that middle. It was definitely a good game. We roll over to the Marshfield versus.
Before we even go over to that one, because that was a good one. Before we go there. So on that bracket, I wanted to see what you thought. Or is there any other teams or players you thought that kind of stood out on there?
I mean,
because I got one.
I definitely got a shout out there.
I was just about to that's where I was going.
Yeah, okay, Riley Davis.
That girl can go, can't she?
She had 42 versus Greenwood.
And watch this. Check this out though. She had 42 against Greenwood, and this is what I love about it. You know how a lot of times people get 42 and 50 some points, and they go like 10 for like 25.
Oh, it was efficient.
She went 15 for 17,
yeah,
bro.
It was efficient. Most of it being threes. Yeah. Most of it being threes. Yeah.
And even against Kickapoo, she had a really good game.
That's what I want. They gave Kickapoo a little run, man. Like I think
she
had
27 in that game against Kickapoo too. So shout out to her. Like that girl can go.
Yeah, it was a 56-45, and you talking about class 6 versus I want to say Thayer's maybe class 3.
Class 3 or 2. Yeah.
2. They small school. So to see them put up that type of fight, and I'm talking about no bigs. It's a guard heavy team. They do have a young lady I say that's maybe like 6'1", 6'2".
I think you're talking about 15. I think you're talking about.
Yeah. But they ain't got no big like Lexi down there. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Thayer, man. They definitely got to it. They gonna be somebody to talk about down there for sure. I like that Nixa squad. I think this is a Nixa team where they necessarily don't have like that big superstar this year,
right?
But they play well together and they play good as a group. It was fun watching them in that semifinal in that third place game as well.
Yeah. And then only other thing I would say off of there that I saw, got to give a shout out to, let's see here. I'm seeing this white bracket. I want to make sure I get it right here because I thought she had a good tournament as well. Is And I'm gonna just show some small town love. Obviously, we can show love to Thayer. Show some small town love to Bella Argo from Clever. That's a name that y'all might remember.
Okay.
She plays post.
Yeah.
She's about, I think she had to be at least 6'1", 6 even. Rebounds exceptionally well, plays very well, works hard every possession.
Yeah.
I thought she had at least 17 to 20 some points every single game in the tournament.
Wow.
So and multiple rebounds. So definitely shout out to show some small town
for
love.
sure. Yeah. And also too, while we there, I want to show a little love to Hillcrest too.
Great tournament for them as well.
Yeah, Alvin, one of the assistant coaches, posted it on Facebook.
Yes.
How the first 2 years, it was a fun group with that group. You know, obviously that was their last pink and white, but the first 2 years, you know, they didn't really show out too well in that tournament.
No.
Going to last year, competing all the way to the championship, and then this year, you know, definitely making it to the semifinals, playing a talented Kickapoo team.
Yeah.
Making it to the third place game, had a chance to win that one against Knicks. A very fun game. They ended up making a run, making it interesting. Almost had a chance to, you know, take the lead there with seconds left. Ended up turning the ball over.
Yeah.
But definitely, they're a fun team to watch, especially inner city wise. You know, Kickapoo is always going to be there. Glendale's always going to be there. You know, it's wondering what you're going to get out of that Central and Hillcrest squad. They've been a respected team out here in the last couple of years. You know,
Hillcrest is doing great.
Yeah, Hillcrest is doing good things over there.
Great job from their staff, man.
Yeah.
They've really, I'm gonna be honest. Excuse me. They've really turned around that program. So definitely shout out to them as well.
Definitely. So yeah, we move over to the pink bracket.
Yes, sir.
This one, man, Marshfield versus Stratford. Wow. And so
I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna say that right now off the jump.
So I'm gonna be real, man. Them Larson sisters, when they come out on a mission, is very early. It's evident early. Like you can see they are playing at another speed.
That's what I was gonna say. They're playing at a different speed.
They playing at a different speed than everybody else. Kenley ended up popping off for this one with 30 points. And it was like she was doing anything she wanted. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the rim, knocking down shots from outside, playing defense at a high level. I think
they were guarding.
They was guarding.
And
the whole time I was sitting here, because I'm glad it worked out like this for the pink and white. Because we got to see Kickapoo versus Stratford at the Willa Classic.
1 seed versus a 2 seed.
Right? We got to see that. And Stratford got out early in that game. It was a 10-point game. Kickapoo just gritted their way back into that game and ended up being able to win by, you know, a last-second shot. They now got that turnover at the end of the game. But I was thinking, like, what is the difference from this game and last game? Kickapoo guards was able to match the Larson sisters' energy.
And speed, yeah.
They was able to match, and that's no disrespect to Marshfield. Like we said, it's a 4-day tournament. You get 1 day to scout. You know, obviously everybody that's what I did want to notice too. I noticed that too. It was a lot of short shots. It was a lot
of legs.
When them shots are short, you know them legs are tired. But you know, hey man, Stratford just came out on another mission, man.
Man, and you know what? We give so much credit, obviously, to the Larsons. I gotta give credit to also too is Trista Van Horn.
45.
Oh my gosh, that girl works her tail off. She rim runs and she makes the defense get back down there, and they get her the ball down low. Great touch around the basket. I also think too is this. I think Dusty Larson does a great job at coaching Stratford girls. Like what I noticed from the Stratford girls in this tournament, and when I've watched them in previous games this year, there hasn't been one game where they have not been prepared.
For sure.
Like, you know, they know what the scouting report is. They're executing what it's supposed to be. Win, lose, or draw, even against Kickapoo, when they lost earlier against Kickapoo earlier this season by a couple points, they still were in that game and doing their game plan. So it's like, I really believe that having Dusty Larson on the sideline has really helped prepare them.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, what you said too, is that speed.
Man.
Like when Stratford gets the ball, even if you make the basket, Elsie is getting the ball down the court. It's out the net, and they're going.
And that's a gripe I gotta have with. Not it ain't got to do with girls or boys, but I see too much of when that shot clock is on. That matters of you pushing that ball up the floor, like bucket or not. We getting it out the net. Hey, before you blink, the ball's at half court. I see too many times, and I guess it could be a coach's philosophy. I don't really think it's that. I think it's more of the guards, because I don't think a coach would be mad if you got the ball to half court in 30, you know, we got 5 seconds, we get the ball, we at half court 32 seconds.
That's when, so let's be real. So that's when a lot of you want to, so this strategy side right here, so this is, y'all getting some X's and O's right here. Here you go. Strategy side is this. The reason why you want to push the ball early up the court is because you catch defenses lacking in transition.
Go ahead.
They don't talk early.
Yeah.
They're not communicating. Their matchups may be mixed up or switched. So you want to take advantage early in that shot clock. The first 5 seconds, you push up the court. Who knows? You may get a mismatch. Easier shot attempt as opposed to walking it up the court.
Exactly.
And then letting the defense get what? Set.
We talked about Riley Davis. That was the biggest thing I noticed from her in the Greenwood game.
Yeah.
Is the first, like, it was like 10-2 there. The first 10 points for Thayer, she literally was just getting the ball running, throwing it up in front to a big. Yeah. Right? Because most people not used to that type of pace. No. Especially now we got the shot clock. The shot clock is somewhat determining the pace of the game.
A bit, yeah, it is.
Right? It's like I'm gonna say from both sides, from both brackets, from both tournaments, that was the reason the pace was always there.
And I loved it.
Though the pace was there. Like it felt like college level speed.
Yes.
Because of that shot clock. You couldn't play around.
No.
Because before you look up, you got 20 seconds on the shot clock. And you gotta start making something happen there. You can't just be lackadaisical, right? But yeah, man, shout out to Stratford, man. Oh my God, they a fun team to watch.
Oh, they're a fun team to watch. Out of all the teams that I've watched so far this year, that's probably the funnest. And this is on the boys and girls side. I think the funnest team that I've seen play so far probably is Stratford, just because of the pace that they play with. And then also, too, the confidence they play with, that they just know they're going to run their system and they're going to get something out of it. So, but on a side note, I do want to say this, though. Shout out to Marshfield. I thought they did a great job throughout the tournament. I also will say this, too. Love the game on Peyton Ward. I think Peyton that girl, my gosh, that girl's tough. Like, love her mid-range pull-up, catch and shoot. She can score inside, outside. Great job from her throughout the whole tournament. I want to say this. Marshfield did survive a scare earlier in that tournament, too. They went against Norwood.
Oh, Norwood. Okay.
No, Norwood. Yeah. That was a scare.
Yeah.
And Norwood was right there. And Norwood has a few players in their team that can go as well, too. I know Jaden Chambers, Gentry, Duvall, Kaylee, Chadwell, like they're class 2, and they were giving Marshfield a run for their money in class, and Marshfield was class 5.
And that was my bad. I misspoke. It was Norwood versus Marshfield, but gotta shout out Willard. Them Lady Willard, they scared. Man, it was 59-56.
They scared Stratford.
Oh man, I was talking to Lexi, one of the assistant coaches for Willard. She was like, man, that's one of the best games we played all year. And that was one of them games like, man, we knew we should have got them right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what you got to love about the tournament, though. You can't overlook anybody, dog.
Nope.
Can't overlook anybody. I don't care if it's 1-8, 1-16. You can't overlook anybody.
Yeah, and that's crazy. Both of the 1 and 2 seeds on the pink and the white side, they both had to find a game where they had to battle through and win to get to the championship.
For sure.
And that's what you want to see.
That's what you want to see.
Is there? Let me ask you this. Any players now, since we talked about the teams, any players we'll go from the pink side of the bracket that you kind of liked, or any teams that you're like, man, like this can be a good team as well?
Let me look again. Definitely, we shouted out Willard and Norwood. Let's see, players wise. Yeah. Definitely got to give Izzy Turner a shout out as well.
Yeah, she can
she definitely played with, she plays with pace. Yeah. And,
she's crafty.
I want to say, what's the other Lawson sister name?
Kinley, shooter.
Kinley, and what's the other one?
And Elsie.
Elsie was picking up full court the whole night. But Izzy never turned that ball over.
No.
She never turned that ball over. She was able to get the ball, because some of that full court press, you're going to see, she going to steal 1 or 2. She never did. Yeah. So she was able to get them in their offensive set. I think there's, some shots didn't fall for them. That's why they ended up falling short in that game. But
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
It happens. You made it to the championship game of the pink and white. And we're on a side note, let me say this. The cool thing that I love about this area with basketball and the pink and white is, and I heard a parent say, I was sitting in the side, I forgot which game I was watching. It was in the pink and white this year. And I heard a parent say, man, it's so cool because my daughter has been waiting for this moment her whole life to play in the pink and white.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Damn, like it brings it back to like, damn, that's so crazy. Like people really, really hold this tournament in the highest of regards.
You got to. We're gonna get to the blue, but definitely I like what I see out there with West Plains team. Definitely the guard Zoe.
They're good. They're gonna be good.
The guard Zoe, and then the big, 45, can't think of her name right now.
is it Jillian Green?
I think so. She can really play.
Yeah.
And then also, I like what I see out of that Republic team, man. Really, really tough, man. They tough.
Yes,
they're tough.
They're gonna be a team to be reckoned with when it comes time for districts and everything. I agree with you.
Yeah, that's definitely a tough team. So that was my two. I mean, I know they made the semifinals too, but definitely not overlooked squads. I like what they doing over there for sure.
So here we go. We got it now. Blue and gold. Got the gold division first. We'll go with the gold division first.
Gold division first.
The top 2 seeds in the gold division was Nixa and Hartville.
Yep.
And they made it to. So real quick. So this is 3 brackets in a row now where the number 1 and 2 seeds make it to the championship game. So the Nixa and Hartville game, what you think?
Man, first and foremost, I gotta say it. Shout out to Hartville, man.
Oh, I was gonna give a compliment to them too. Go ahead, say
man,
it.
Them boys done, man, against the world.
Yeah,
they always stand the test.
They do. Small town,
class 1,
population 300, maybe.
Coming and putting it on, man, no matter what, bruh.
And watch this. Everyone, I'm pretty sure people that I talked with, no offense to you, Hartville, Brett Reed, I think you already know. We talk. I think you do an excellent job there. The biggest concern with Hartville going to this tournament was what we all thought.
The shot clock.
And they adjusted to it like
it's always been there. Like it's always been there.
Crazy.
That was everybody was what's gonna happen when, so and so. Yeah, last year I'm pretty sure they had a chip on their shoulder too from losing to Willard on that, Drew Wallace game winning bucket. You know what I'm saying? But man, I gotta give a shout out to them, man. Them dudes play tough. They gonna rebound, they gonna guard, they gonna take charges, they gonna knock down shots.
Yes.
They gonna knock down shots. They good at what they do. Regardless of class, man. Like they are up there. They need to be, I'm sure we already see them like that, but they are for sure a premier elite program.
Agree.
A premier elite program.
No matter class.
No matter class.
I agree.
No matter class. I gotta give Boone Garrison his flowers, man.
Yes, point guard.
I gotta give Boone his flowers, bro.
Yeah, I remember seeing him younger. Yeah.
He is for sure one of the elites in our area.
Yes, agreed.
Leading that team, along with some other names I really don't know on that squad. But I gotta give them their respect, bro. I have to. I have to. It was a dogfight against Nixa.
And they were up early.
They were up early.
By 10.
By 10. Yeah. Nixa ended up. I think they started this heavy flow on the block. Got that ball to Adam. Let him do his work.
Congratulations to Big Knight. Scored his 1,000th point.
For sure. Shout out to Adam on that as well.
Let me say this too about Nixa and give credit where credit is due. Excuse me. I think this was a really, really good rebound year for Nixa in the essence of what happened last year.
Yeah.
How you got, obviously Bolivar shocked the world.
For sure.
They come back this year. Coach Blancett, Sky, and Coach Boyce, I'm pretty sure that they were locked in saying, hey, man, we got to make sure we return back to the championship, what we normally do. Yeah. And to see them rebound and come back and take each game, hey, let's win this one. Let's move on to the next one. Let's win. Yeah. Really, really great job from those dudes.
For sure. Because I seen Coach Blancett Saturday, and I said, Coach, they gave you the same route. You got to play that 9:30 game. Yeah. I said, but I looked at him, I said, I'd be dang if y'all let it happen twice. He said, you so right, Big Toe. We ain't letting that happen twice. And so they went, they stayed the course. It was good seeing him after the championship. Yeah. Big smile. You got to love Coach Blancett, man.
Yes.
Big smile on his face, seeing his wife, seeing Coach Boyce. Shout out to them, man. This is a part I want to bring up with Nixa, too. This is probably the first time in a while where we say they quote-unquote stars. We're going to keep it real. Adam and Randy. They both, too, not basketball guys.
They're football guys.
Randy already committed. Yeah. And I'm thinking this, haven't talked to Adam. Yeah. I'm thinking he probably gonna be a baseball guy.
I don't
know. And I'm not disrespecting the football side. I think
he's gonna be a quarterback.
He's very talented, but he's so nice on that. He gonna be drafted out of high school for baseball. Yeah. It's either way.
He's freaking talented.
He's talented. And like I said too, that's no knock to their basketball side. Because if both those guys decided to say, we're going to be basketball players,
they would be all staters.
Yeah, they'd be high-level basketball guys too. But it's funny to sit back and watch a Nixa team when you look at those two guys and say, man, these guys not even really basketball guys. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
So it's going to be fun to watch them go out for the rest of the season. Just happy for them that they got that win. And like you talk about with the pink and white dog, being able, so I covered the pink and white, and then I had to go to the blue and gold.
Going back and forth.
So I didn't get there until like second quarter of the Knicks versus Hartville game. Dog, to see that arena be filled like that for a local tournament, oh man, this is why I'm saying nothing is now the TLC. The TLC is in my opinion, they are two different brackets. But the blue and gold
is more national,
right?
This is like local, hometown legends,
local, right? Like the TLC is gonna have, you're gonna be able to go to the TLC and watch some potential draft picks in a couple years.
Agreed.
The blue and gold, other than Chase, you ain't getting that. So be able to just go in there and like I said, it's such a heartwarming event.
Agreed.
You get to just see our basket. Like I love what Donnelly called it, a basketball fraternity. You get to see everybody together and everybody just fill that arena and support these programs. It can never be overlooked. That tournament is gonna matter forever.
Agreed.
It's never gonna be overlooked.
It's always gonna be the blue and gold and the pink and white.
It's always gonna be a tournament we respect, bro. So definitely shout out to Knicks on that gold side.
Yeah, and Hartville as well. And then let me ask you, any players or any other teams on the gold side that you kind of looked. I mean, I know one thing I would say. I thought on the goal side, I thought Ozark, obviously I thought KP scored quite a bit. I thought Kyler Pickering scored quite a bit. I've seen a few games. In one game he had 39.
Mm-hmm.
I do know, I like Branson's sophomore, Jet James.
Yeah.
I think he really showed out and came out and shows like, hey, look, I belong on this stage, on this level too. Mm-hmm. So seeing them, anyone have you seen?
Definitely the guard at West Plains, man.
Ooh. Had 39 against Ozark and OT to win. Yeah.
I don't know where this young man came from.
Don't know either.
I don't know if he transferred in. I got to do more homework.
Yeah.
That young man can go though. I seen him at the Willard Classic as well against Catholic. And me and Twin was like, he had caught a lob. And me and Twin was like, hold on now, this dude can go a little bit. And I wasn't shocked that it was a game against Ozark. But my little negative piece, I gotta say it. And I know Donnelly feel like this already. But I told KP this. My Ozark guys, y'all cannot lose that game. Y'all cannot lose that game, y'all. Because that is the difference of where we want to put Ozark into that elite category versus just being a good team.
That's a good point.
And we talk about it. Like, and I talked to Donnelly before the I want to say the second round game of, hey, this kind of like a similar situation last year. Like, y'all played Branson before this. Branson's a really good team. They beat Branson before the blue and gold. Right. So you beat a team that we expect you to beat. We expected you to beat that West Plains team. Not taking nothing. I'm not saying Ozark had a bad game because Ozark was playing good. They was winning that game.
Yeah. West Plains just made some shots too in there.
West Plains made some shots.
Big shots, yeah.
Ozark put them back in the game because of turnovers.
Yeah.
Because of turnovers. They put them right back in that game. And then, like I said, you give a team some confidence that can play, you end up losing that game in overtime when you walk away from that game like,
we should have had that.
How did we lose that game, And so that's all I'm saying is like, Ozark, we want to put y'all in that elite category. Y'all got to
win the games you're supposed to win.
You got to win the games you're supposed to win.
Amen.
And then being able to compete in the games you probably outmatched it. Because we probably, against Nixa, we probably would have been leaning more towards Nixa. So that would have been fun to see. Or Hartville.
No,
it would have been Hartville.
It would have been a 2 and 3
right?
seed.
It would have been.
That would have been. Hey, that's another battle.
We would have been questioning because I honestly thought West Plains would have played Hartville a little bit better. Hartville said, don't play with us.
Don't play.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what we expecting out of elite programs.
You come into these tournaments, be prepared. Like we expected Well, I mean, yeah, we did. We can say that because Hartville's had a history of winning. So we expect that.
Now, were we expecting it to be that big of a score difference?
No.
Maybe not. And that's where Hartville shows you this is who we are. Stop playing with us.
Yeah, I see.
Stop playing with us. It don't matter about the class size. Stop playing with us.
Yeah.
We Hartville.
Well, I mean, look at Stratford. It didn't matter what the class size was. Stratford.
It didn't matter.
Stratford's a class 4, and in the championship game, they beat a class 5 school in Marshfield.
Exactly. So that's all I gotta say. Like I said, I don't want to be too negative, but I told KP that. I'm sure, like I said, I already know Coach Donnie feel that way.
Yeah.
But that's all I gotta say on that side of things. But
all right, we rolling over to the blue division, and watch this. And real quick, once again, is this the first time in tournament history all 1 and 2 seeds made it to the championship for the pink and white and the blue and gold.
Obviously, last year we know Knicks fell short. So
yeah, they were.
But I don't know why I can't think past that year.
I don't think there's been another year where we've had all 1 and 2 seeds make it on both girls and guys.
For sure, yeah, that might be a rare. That might be a rare year for sure.
I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna look at the stats on that
because the number 2s just have to go through such a tough road to get there.
Yeah.
Ones, I mean, like last year, Bolivar got hot, but the ones normally have a somewhat easier coast to get there.
Agreed. Yeah.
But yeah, but I mean, as going into this Rogersville Willard game, I was excited to see that Raj ain't playing around. They not trying to play with people.
This was redemption year because they lost in the championship last year.
Exactly. They not trying to play with people.
Yeah.
They on a mission. They on a mission. Seems like it, yeah. And I seen them at the Pink and White. They was obviously supporting Rogersville at the Pink and White. Yeah. I talked to them, I'm like, hey, how y'all feeling? They like, look, we going for a turbo clock. We're not playing around.
Yeah.
And I love to see that of they know who they are. They know the targets on their back.
Yeah.
Anytime they step on the floor, it's a dog mentality. Now, shout out to Willard. I love what Willard is doing over there. The Huskinson brother, Namai,
Jude. Yeah.
Them dudes playing well. Jude ended up hitting 5 threes in that game. That was the biggest thing. I knew it was going to happen. It was very early evident. It was evident early. Was Willard going to be able to hit shots? And that was the first half. They was not
hitting shots. And that's why you had the score. What was it, 34-14 and a half? Yeah.
It was a lid on the rim in that first half.
Yeah.
Now, the second half, it was a moment. Jude went on a 9-0 run by himself.
Yeah.
And one of them ended up being a half-court shot at the end of the third. And you looked up, and it was a 14-point game. And I said, okay, it could get interesting.
Get a couple stops, get a couple makes.
It could get interesting.
You know what it is, though? Against a team like Rogersville and you play against that matchup, if you bury yourself in the beginning of the game,
it's a tough game to come back from.
And with the way Schaefer coaches and with the way Schaefer makes sure that they're gonna each possession, let's just say this right now, they're looking to get the highest percentage shot off of each possession. Whether it takes 35 seconds, 30 seconds, 25 seconds, and when you dig that hole and you have to come back into it, as you've seen, you dug a 20-point hole, but in the second half, you outscore them per se, because people forget, Willard only put up 14 points in the first half.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
End of the game, you look, they had 43.
Yeah. Yeah. Jude started letting it go. He had 5 threes all in the second half. Right. You know what I'm saying? He started letting it fly a little bit.
And that's where I'm looking at in the aspect of with Willard is I wonder if Willard could have kept it a little bit closer in that first half. Would it have made Rogersville kind of sweat a little bit? Oh, man, put a little bit more pressure on some of those shots. It's a difference. You and I both know it's a difference when you're in a game when you can score, when you can shoot a shot when you're up by 17 or 20, but what about shooting and making those shots when it's only a 5 point game? It just adds a little bit of different pressure on it.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But shout out to Willard, man. Shout out to Adamson. They did a good job.
And you know what that X factor is for Raj, bro? I did not realize how just body-wise bigger Sutton has got, bro. But he was letting that thing fly, and that's an X factor for them. Obviously, going into the TLC, we're going to be excited to see.
You worry about, you excited to see Chase, and then obviously Titus, and then Marcus. But then, that's a 3-headed monster right there in itself.
He was the reason that game got extended, Sutton, the way he was shooting that ball, dog.
Because you have to put so much attention to those 3.
Yes.
So he's going to get those open looks, and you and I both know, when you got attention on those 3 guys and you get open looks,
got to make them pay.
You got to make them pay.
Got to make them pay. And he was almost to a point where he needed to be face guarded too.
Yeah.
And if you start face guarding too many people on that floor, now Chase gets to be able to go downhill. It's going to be a scary sight.
Yeah.
So if he keeps shooting like that,
it's going to be tough to beat Raj.
It's going to be real tough to beat Raj.
Yeah.
It's going to be real tough if you're not hitting shots. Because in that 1-3 matchup, it's almost impossible to get to the rim, depending on what kind of whistles you get. And shout out to my referees in this blue and gold, pink and white tournament.
I thought they did. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought the refs did a really, really good job of obviously letting the stars be on the court and play, because you want to come and watch the stars play. You don't want to see them in foul trouble. But also, I thought they did a good job of letting the game just play it out on its own.
Bro. Breathe. I feel like I see more up and down basketball than I ever have.
It wasn't
possession to possession.
Because I remember one game earlier this year, I went to go watch. It was a girls' game I went to watch this year. And check this out. I won't say which game it was, but I was watching the game, and Bro, in the first quarter, it was 15 fouls called in the first quarter.
It's crazy, bro.
Like, how do you get a rhythm in
There's no rhythm in that. There's no rhythm. It's a possession. It's basket to basket basketball. Every trip down the floor is gonna be a whistle, and that's annoying, bro. That's not what basketball meant to be played. I remember, like I said, I tweeted in that Central Link game.
Yeah,
I said, bro, it's the first quarter. It's already been 12 whistles called in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I know that's a little different because you got so much athletic guys versus Link, and they play around the country. So they're not used to these whistles here. You know, they probably get away with some more things. Because like you said, they a premier team. So like they get away with some stuff that you probably just can't get away with down here. But that was exciting to see, bro. Just letting them get up and down.
Agreed,
and that's what I was thinking in that second half. Both the Moore brothers kind of got in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Marcus had 4 and Titus ended up getting 3. I thought he got his 4th in the fourth quarter, but I guess they had called a foul on somebody. They called a foul on somebody else and put him on the screen.
Yeah,
because he had 3 up there at one point. Then his next foul, he went up there again on the scoreboard and it still had him at 3. I thought they both was gonna be at 4. I was like, ooh. Now if one of them foul out, and it was still like a 14, 10, 12-point game,
it changes it.
It could have changed a lot. Yeah. But man, shout out to Raj, man. Shout out to Raj.
Shout out to Willard too. And real quick, any other teams or players you seen in that bracket that you kind of were impressed with? I thought I was impressed with who? I would say on the blue side, I want to see, I'm going to be honest with you, I'll say this. I want to see Glendale. I want to see what they can do later on in the season now. They've had a taste of it being in this, and especially it's 2 teams. Mm-hmm. I want to see how Glendale and I want to see how Willard play after this.
Okay.
I want to see. I'm really curious to see. Obviously, with Willard making it to the championship, obviously you're not satisfied. You just had a really, really crappy first half. Mm-hmm. Like, and I'm pretty sure they're always gonna go back and wonder, man, what if we made shots the first half the way we did in the second half? Mm-hmm. And then obviously with Glendale, obviously like they were matched up with Raj on that side, and with them having such a lopsided game right there, I'm wondering how they're gonna return and come back and play the rest of the season and see.
I'm excited to see it too. I think Joel is definitely making his name known as one of our elite names in the city.
Yes.
But like we always said, we want to see it attached with winning. How much are you impacting the winning side of things? And so I think it's important to him. From the way I see him play, the way I see him go about his business, it's important to him. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it flows out as well. Question we always ask. On the pink side, we ain't got to worry. The pink and white, we ain't got to worry about it. Strife and Kickapoo already played each other.
Yeah.
Right? But the blue side, we bring it up. And that's a game that's not scheduled. I think Raj is in the NIT.
They are. I was just about to say.
But you already know they're going to be on 2 different sides of the brackets. Only way we see that is in the championship.
And Staley, I heard Staley's going to be there this year, and it's going to be loaded. Hillcrest is going to be there.
Yep.
You got Kyrie's seeing what they're going to do. Yeah.
So it's not guaranteed we see the Nixon versus Raj matchup.
But I would love to see it just because you want to see the.
What you thinking in that matchup?
Raj right now, they have the size to combat with Nixon, and normally in years past it's flip flopped. You would say Nixon normally has the size advantage, and they have the athletes and the players. And right now, Raj has the size advantage. I mean, look at your point guard is 6'4", almost 6'5", 6'4.5". So, and then your bigs, you got Marcus and you got Titus, and they're both over 6'4", 6'5". So it's like. They have size just right then and there. And then you said Sut. Sut is what? 6'3", 6'4".
Bro, I didn't realize how big
tall.
He was, bro.
Sut's huge. Like he's a tall kid. So it's like then they're playing that matchup as well. So I think they can make it tough for Nixa. But you can't count out Nixa at home in an NIT.
You can't.
You can't. You can't. You can't do it.
Now the next battle everybody probably want to see, but I'm hoping it don't happen, is the Raj versus Kickapoo. Everybody want to see that rematch. But it can't happen in a TLC. But I'm not hoping it happens in the TLC. Because if it happens, then they both lost. Yeah.
I see what you mean. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
I would prefer to. I want to see somebody. I want to see our local teams win.
I want to see one of our local teams win. I don't want to see. And don't get me wrong. I'm gonna love to see it, but I'm not gonna sit here and say on a mic that I hope both of them lose their first 2 games just so they can play in that championship game.
No,
I mean, just so they can play on championship day. And then at that, the reason why I don't want to see it either is because that game's going to be at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it ain't gonna be actually. I think that game starts at 4. But even then, that most of the time, people not there for that matchup. Now that'd be crazy to see a packed gym for a 7th place game.
Oh, that gym is gonna be packed.
You know
to
what I'm
watch
saying?
Kickapoo and Raj. Oh,
people want to see it, but it's also too. It's like how much game does that? Other than like the city respect, how much game of that game? It don't really hold much weight. It don't really. It's a class 4 school versus class 6. You know what I'm saying? It don't really hold much weight.
I'm gonna disagree in this aspect. I think it would hold weight for Raj because they lost to them last year, and I think it'd get your lick back.
That get back. Okay.
You got to get your get back because obviously they lost to them in the championship last year in the blue and gold. So it's like at least you can say, hey, we won the blue and gold this year, got our lick back there, but then also we beat the team that beat us.
And like we talked about, we potted on Sunday, and we talked about it a little bit. There's been rumors going around talking about that Raj would beat Kickapoo by 20. And I'm like, y'all crazy, bro.
Y'all crazy.
Y'all crazy, bro. There ain't no disrespect to either Raj. But I'm like, man, Mitch McHenry, and I thought about it today because I was thinking I know we was going to talk about this.
Yeah.
The last time Mitch lost was when he was at the TLC. By 20, that bad, was at the TLC when Treyo Getting and Henning, and that was Kel senior year. That's when they went to state, and they lost to state against Staley. That's the last time he lost by 20 at the TLC, and I think that team, they had to play some superstar teams. I think that team was just down once they played Staley.
Yeah.
In that third day of the TLC.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen, dog. Not by 20.
No.
It ain't gonna happen.
No.
Ain't no way.
No.
Ain't no way.
No, and the other thing about that too is when you look at it, so for instance, if you just do a comparison, obviously Raj is they're gonna play their matchup zone. They're gonna play their matchup. If you give Kickapoo and that team that many shots,
because I'm be real, them shots Willard was taking was open looks. They was moving the ball great. Yeah.
There's some decent looks. In the second half, they moved the ball a lot better and got really, really good looks.
Jumper penetration from the baseline, kick it out.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I think that'd be a 20 points. No, I think that's a lot tighter game.
You give Reese, Neighbors, Raleigh Tan, Rubido, you give them open looks.
Just consistent normal
looks?
Just
consistent open looks.
The tough part would be just offensive boards and hitting the glass. It's like they have
do they force them to come out of that man?
That matchup?
Come out of that matchup to go to man.
I say this. If they hit them early and they're up by, say for instance, if they're up at the end of maybe if they're up by half by maybe 7 or 8, maybe 9, and they're knocking down shots and they're making them pay, I think Schaefer may have to make an adjustment and say we probably have to get out of it.
Because it's a guard-heavy look, bro. It's really a forward-out system. Will is the only person that really don't shoot it when he on the floor.
That's it.
Everybody else got the green light to let it go.
And if they're open, they're letting it go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Reese getting them paint touches, I don't. But like I said, we want to see it.
Yeah,
but I don't want to see it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely rooting for one of them. To even make it to the championship. I know it's a tough bracket to do it against.
It's gonna be tough.
That bracket comes out on the 8th. Make sure y'all stay tuned to the Bass Pro TLC Instagram. I'm excited, but man, I guess that's our wrap up. What else you got, man?
Yeah. No, that's the wrap up for this one right here, man. We got the pink and white, the blue and gold, man. Shout out to the players, the coaches, the parents, the cities. I seen so many people out supporting, showing love to Southwest Missouri basketball. And me, that's what it's all about. And honestly, I didn't see any fights or no nonsense.
Nah.
Everyone just enjoying themselves, just enjoying some good basketball.
Yeah.
That's what I appreciate, is just seeing the parents, saying what's up to them, man, getting a chance to say hello to everybody, man, see everybody in the crowd cheering. So, man, you can't have truly, man, and this is what the kids live for, just hearing the parents.
Can't beat it, bro.
You can't beat this.
Can't beat it, bro.
Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody that did everything for the tournament. The videographers that was there.
There's a lot of y'all.
I seen the side. hey, the sidelines was packed. This is one of the most packed sidelines I've seen for this tournament.
It gets more and more every year.
Yeah,
we happy though. But come on, y'all, buy a camera, get a camera for Christmas. Come on. Y'all more than welcome. Come on, join that baseline, man.
Yes, man. So, hey, man, this is our State of Course podcast wrap-up of the pink and white and the blue and gold. It's your host, Stanley.
It's your boy, Big Toe.
Yes, man. We outro. Hey, hard work, the only thing that work. God's work, not mine.
Peace.
Ghostface with the wrist, bird falconer. Willie Falcone, trunk full of talcum here. Shotgun with your ex feels like Malcolm's near. Send a hit through a text, ain't no shouting.